whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. Hey. The higher the climb, the harder the fall.
Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First and 10, Joe Burrow. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah.
Burrow's pass complete.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 55 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get over them.
And now the throw hauled in by Green. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
A.J. Green.
11 yards there, first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Burrow will throw. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
He was tackled.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
It's now fourth down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Slide. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
When you often speak of scripts to start a game, does this mean that play number 2 they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
On third down, Trubisky. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll throw from the gun, escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They go play action with Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Burrows.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Cincinnati.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
The tackle made just shy.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Burrow on play action. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's got it complete. Mike Davis. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle. He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete.
8 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. This is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust.
He's got daylight. He's at the 40. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Saints. Give him 52 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. We're scoreless after 1. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down. He does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So still no touchdowns in the 1st half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because Anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
What's up, man?
Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now a throw here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 24-yard line.
On the draw, this is Davis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They keep it with Davis on first down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Mike Davis.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Pickup. 2nd and 6. At the 39-yard line.
They'll run with Davis. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Mike Davis.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they weren't getting the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 8.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is the tight end Troutman.
Come on.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Trubisky. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Preston Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
And he returns this to the 22.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended for Mike Davis.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Again, it's Burrow. The ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Still 9 yards to go on second. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter. Here we go.
Saints 10, Bengals nothing. Aldrich Rosa
set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
DJ Reader brought him down. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
At their own 29-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, Burrow throwing the out route incomplete. It's Green. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Burrow's pass complete to Tyler Boyd.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This one caught by Davis. They showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
Cincinnati.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quitting him.
0.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Here's Burrow. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Cincinnati.
T. Higgins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, the head coach told us, I saw this sitting at my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play action. Trubisky looking long for Thomas. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
They'll take over.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he will find Davis. That's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Mike Davis, the ball carrier.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
The ball carrier
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
3rd down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
14.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And they get him down, but takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield.
Trubisky's pass complete.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Incomplete. Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. He may try and run for this. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Riley Dixon now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Trubisky readies the offense. Down 14-10, exactly 1 minute remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on first and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Shepard.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Second and 3.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Jesse Bates.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a third and 3. Now it's Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard.
Trubisky's pass.
Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for the Bengals, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami.